Three, two, one. Good morning and welcome to your Thursday edition of the Morning Jog. My name is Matt Cohan and I'm with two guys who don't need an introduction, but I'm going to give it anyway. Francis Ellis and Robbie Berger. Hello, fellas.
Matt, I like the looks of that sweater. I don't like the look of that drink that you just had, but I like the look of that sweater. Very nice.
We have swag? Awesome.
Dude, this is from 2015. They're very comfortable. I'll see if we can get more manufactured.
Just looks like it fits right.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
And I kind of have bitch tits now, but it keeps them up,
It fits them perfect.
It's a good fit. Thanks for the compliment. It's you complimenting you guys.
Look, I call it like I see it.
I didn't agree, so I didn't say anything.
Fuck off, Francis. All right, fellas. Our first story, I know I don't want you hit you guys with anything too political off the bat, but unfortunately I have to. We're here to talk about French fries. Kentucky Fried Chicken is slashing its potato wedges from the menu, replacing the iconic side with fries. The chicken chain confirmed to Business Insider on Monday that it is rolling out secret recipe fries across the U.S. to replace wedges. KFC tested fries last year, and people have been noticing the new menu item rolling out in their local restaurants in recent weeks. Robbie, I mean, for a guy who eats out more than Peter North, we have to start with you here. What's your take on this new menu change?
Tell you what it is, the potato wedges were not the problem. That was not the problem. That happened to be a really bright side to KFC. All these other places are making different moves with the chicken sandwich. Popeyes, best things Popeyes could have ever done was try and compete with Chick-fil-A on the chicken sandwich. Now you see Popeyes, total different ballgame. Mm-hmm. KFC was the only one who never adapted to anything. They're making the wrong move again. It's not the fries that are the problem. It's just not. Their other sides suck. Chicken's okay, but they got to adapt a little bit. They roll out some product with 2 donuts and a chicken fillet in the middle of it and think that that's going to – there is not one point of time in the day where it's a good time to have that. And the marketing has been a disaster. They dropped the ball again. And I'm sorry, Francis, I'll send it over to you, but the Colonel is struggling.
Look, I don't eat at KFC. I've never eaten at KFC. I want to walk my daughter down the aisle. I like my feet. I have no interest in what they're serving. Every ad I see for them looks like a way of systematically raising the heart disease rate in our country. So, potato wedges versus French fries versus pig slop and bowls of, at this point, they might as well just throw everything they got in a Vitamix and tube feed it down our throats like they're trying to make foie gras out of us.
Francis, I would bet my life that you did not have a Popeyes within a 20-mile radius of where you grew up. Or a KFC in that sense.
No, we don't. And even if we did, I wouldn't know where they were.
Francis hasn't had a carb since Bush was in office.
Hey, I eat carbs. I eat complex carbs. Right? I'm not a simple man. I like things that burn easily on my but look, I like being able to see my penis. I don't know what you guys want me to tell you. Good for KFC, bad for KFC. I wouldn't know. As far as I can tell, KFC shouldn't exist. I hope they're not a sponsor.
That's one thing I can agree on. KFC is trash. I will say Popeyes, what really pushes it over the finish line is you got to have the biscuit. The buttery biscuit is essential, in my point.
Totally. And you know what? By the way, and I'll let the show keep moving, but KFC's got a good biscuit too. Just want to throw that. It's not the wedges.
Okay, fella, I'm going to do something I haven't done before here. Hold on. For you at home, I'm going to share the screen.
Oh, this is interesting.
Do you guys see that?
No.
Okay, hold on.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Wow.
Oh, this is
a little
awesome.
ranking, fella. For you guys who are listening to this on audio.
This is awesome.
We got 5 different types of French fries. We got wedges, waffles, sweet potatoes, steak cut, and curly.
Wow.
I'm going to have each of my cohorts here rank them from worst to best, if you will.
Worst to best. All right, I'll take a crack first.
You want to start us off, Francis?
Well, the best is sweet potato because, as I said, that's a complex carbohydrate, so you can actually eat those and not die prematurely. The worst on here is probably the wedges for me.
Wait, wedges? Are you saying sweet potatoes best?
Sweet potato. Okay, so the wedges are the worst in
Gotcha.
my mind.
Gotcha.
Second worst, I think, is steak cut. There's too much going on. There's too much mash. After that, I gotta. It's tough. It's a toss up. I do like the waffle fries. I like the waffle fries. Curly fries are a little immature.
I agree.
You eat those out of a tiny.
Hey, Robbie, you'll have your chance to speak.
Yeah, those will come in a souvenir batting helmet, a tiny batting helmet at a shitty AA baseball game. So that's 3. Waffle fries 2. Sweet potatoes are 1.
Yeah, Matt, I tell you, this is great. This is really is because I've really had time to kind of observe the whole thing. I would say waffle fries 5. I would say steak cut 4, sweet potato 3. I did say curly 5. I meant to say, so I'm gonna go wedges 2, waffle 1.
Okay, I respect
The
that.
waffle is your favorite.
If it's the Chick-fil-A waffle fry, now I
Yeah.
see waffle fry. I think Chick-fil-A, yeah, tough, real tough.
Matt, what do you got?
I'm gonna go shittiest curly, second shittiest wedges, third best sweet potato, and then I'm going to second best waffle, and I'm gonna go steak cut.
Wow, steak cut getting the
It just-
one slot.
What do you live on a submarine? Get the fuck out of here, Matt.
Dude, it's kind of like an elevated bar food. It comes with a good burger. I don't know. I just have some sort of nostalgia for it.
It's what people in England serve because they don't know how to cook good food.
All right, I'm the host here, and I'm going to move on because I'm right and all of you are wrong. I'm done sharing here. It's what people in England. Okay, the next story here. It has everything internet watchdogs love. An influencer caught being fraudulent, making light of larger issues, and then fleeing in a luxury car because you can't do that. This week, a video went viral of a woman in Santa Monica interrupting a man boarding up his business just to take a photo with a drill that she wasn't using, pretending to be helping during the protest, and then immediately jumping into her very nice Mercedes with her boyfriend and fleeing off. The video was seen over 27 million times. Within minutes, the woman was outed as Washington Examiner political writer. I won't say her name, whatever. And then
say her name. Say her name.
I will not. I didn't write it down, actually.
Oh, okay.
Less than 24 hours after that, the woman was fired.
Good.
The Washington Examiner. I mean, Francis, you look giddy on this one, pal.
Yeah. Well, first of all, look, you could blame Instagram for this because somehow Instagram has made it so that people search for stages such as these and want to harness relevant backdrops for their photos. But I won't blame Instagram for this. I'm going to blame her. I hate her. I hope worse things happen to her. Not like harm, but losing her job probably isn't quite enough. Maybe just like a bacterial meningitis would be a solid one.
A mean case of gout.
Yeah, something, you'll cure it, but it'll just be uncomfortable for like a few weeks. Look, the poor guy who is putting up these boards has to relinquish his power tool to this dumb woman. And you have to wonder, like, what can he do? How does he walk away from that? Does he go home and tell his wife, "You'll never believe what happened to me at work today"? Does he tell his buddies? At the same time, I was impressed with how gracious she was. I don't know if you guys saw, but as she walked away, she was deeply thankful. She was so polite, despite the fact that she's one of the worst, most vapid, delusional, out-of-touch people on earth. I put her up there with like David Guetta doing that Martin Luther King remix. I mean, being that out of touch in this moment. Not Ellen. Ellen's great. I love Ellen. done a ton for the LGBTQ community. This woman's done nothing for anybody. And I hope that meningitis kicks in. That's my thought.
Wow.
Matt, I was hoping you would follow up after that because that's just a hot take to try and follow up from. But I truly think it's one of the lowest moments in social media history. It's bad no matter what. Now, it definitely doesn't help that she pulled off in a really nice, what looked to be brand new Mercedes. So that definitely does not. If she would have pulled out in a little Honda Civic and it was
Nissan Sentra, she'd have a
But-
GoFundMe in
yes,
her.
we could
If I
be
may,
looking good. By all
Robbie,
means.
If she pulls off in a beat to shit Camry, are we going to be like, well, the poor girl's on hard times? Do we give her credit?
No, but
No.
I guarantee you it doesn't have 27 million views if she did.
100%.
Yep, I think it definitely does not have nearly that many views. Now,
How many views does it lose?
what kind of car is she rolling out in?
26 million. If she gets on a longboard, how many times is that viewed?
Well, that'd be 27 million because that would just be bizarre.
Yeah.
There's no. Look, by no means.
It'd be so bizarre. Okay, good. What about a beat to shit car?
By no means. Beat the shit car. She's looking at 10 million. She's not looking at 27 million.
You think,
I think
17 million? Wow.
because it almost makes you believe like there was no way she was actually out there protesting. Like she kind of went after to kind of get involved, which makes it look even worse. And then she just hops in her Mercedes and heads to a different city, back to Calabasas. Look, regardless, it's one of the worst, most cringeworthy videos, I think, in social media history. It's bad.
The car is, I think, the biggest character here. It's because it's the symbol. It's the symbol. It's the symbol of the oppressor here. Like, and if she's hopping on a Razor scooter, I think everybody will be like, all right, let's give this chick a break.
And it's a shame. Another one that we haven't mentioned, the boyfriend. We should have at least touched on at some point. For him to pull over, get out of that car, just a lot going on.
Yeah, she's got his nuts in a death grip there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Speaking of having your life ruined by being in the wrong place at the wrong time, fellas, making a murderer Stephen Avery is one of at least 213 inmates who have tested positive for COVID-19 at Wuhan Correctional Institution. The maximum security prison has a positive test rate of 35%, 6 times that of the positive test rates in the state of Wisconsin. Avery is currently confined to his prison cell in isolation. I mean, Francis, this guy is taking a beating if he's innocent.
Yeah. I was told by people whose opinion I value and trust that Stephen Avery, they thought, did it. And we won't even get into that. We won't get into it. I mean, Brendan Dassey's the one my heart breaks for. But Stephen Avery, there's been a lot of talk about how the prisons have been breeding grounds for coronavirus. You do have to wonder, like, is that all just coming from guys spitting on each other and lubing themselves up for whatever's happening? I don't know. But at the same time, if you had told me Stephen Avery was patient zero, I wouldn't have been surprised. I mean, you look at that guy. He looks like he's had coronavirus for 25 years. He and everybody that grew up in that town that was made up of like broken cars, if everybody in that, that is our Chinese wet market, by the way. Where Stephen Avery grew up is where the next coronavirus is going to come from. And so, am I sad? I don't know. Not really. Not really that sad. Not that sad.
Let me just run down a quick timeline before I kick it to you, Robbie. I mean, this guy in 85, he was wrongfully convicted of sexual assault and attempted murder, despite being 40 miles away in an alibi with a time-stamped receipt and 16 eyewitnesses.
Yeah, that one was bad. I saw that part. I watched the documentary.
18 years he was put in prison. He files a $36 million lawsuit right when he gets out. It's still pending. He may even get the money, and then he gets hit with this other, obviously it's up for discussion whether he killed her or not, but then he tests positive for COVID. There's no, his lawyer is blowing smoke on Twitter saying he's getting out. He's not getting out. Robbie, I don't know if that colors any
It
context.
does. It's a really good take, but without me even giving a take, am I crazy to say, would you guys jump all over me if I said that that's a top 3 documentary of all time?
Yeah, I would disagree.
It's gotta be, right?
No, I disagree. Dude, I thought it went too long. I mean, it also came out along with like.
It's still going. It's still going. It's still a circus. You can make a documentary even just about after the documentary with all this shit going on.
Right.
Now you got the lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
It never ends.
Yeah, it was the GOAT, I think, murder mystery type documentary. It was on the forefront of all those.
Gotta be, Francis. Gotta be.
There was too much time in court. I don't like watching, local access TV court the whole time.
I can't believe I'm agreeing a guy who put steak fries as his number one type of fry, but here we are today. We're on the same page, Matty.
If you don't like them, you just haven't had good enough ones.
I guess so.
I would say though that like there have been 4 or 5 murder docs that have come out since that one that I thought were much better.
Then okay, well, you know what you do? I actually could use a couple. I got nothing going on.
The one about the handsome dude, the 3-parter he was a total serial killer. Matt, help me out here.
Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix.
What's the guy? He killed all the women, right?
Yeah, killed all the women.
And he escaped through a court window.
Dude,
that one's really
jumped
good.
out of the window and then ran up into the mountains barefoot and lived on the land for. Dude, that one's
incredible. Yeah,
what the hell
I'm in.
is the name of that?
Painted a good picture for me.
That's gonna really annoy me, but
everyone listening knows what we're talking about. That one was really good. I thought the staircase one was solid.
Yeah, I actually watched a little bit of that.
Yeah, that one wasn't bad. The Jinx was my favorite.
Jinx was incredible. Yeah.
Robert Durst was my favorite.
You get the full payoff there too. I don't want to give it away. You haven't seen the Jinx, Robbie?
No, I have not.
That's on HBO. Check that one out, dude. That one's sensational.
Yeah.
So is that the one I should go with before the other one?
Yeah.
Good deal.
Because you're interviewing with the guy is the creepiest guy, and you get the face-to-face interaction with him. I will say that the second Making the Murderer, when they did the Kathleen Zellner, it's
terrible. Yeah,
unwatchable.
Oh, there you go.
That helps your case a lot, Francis, because that's a good point, Matt. That was terrible. Yeah. That actually was.
All right, fellas, let's end on something we actually all can agree on. So Thursday edition of the Morning Jog, all set. I think we doing another one tomorrow or what?
I'm down.
Yeah, let's do another one.
I got no issue with that.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Thank you for participating. Same place, same time tomorrow. We love you. Stay safe. Stay open-minded.
Perfect.